Hi, it's Filo and welcome to my 2024 bullet journal setup. I started this bullet journal by Scribbles That Matter only in October, so I have plenty of pages left and I think I can fit till June. I've already swatched my full collection of brush pens at the end of the notebook. Didn't film that because that would be really boring, but it's super useful to have it at hand. At the beginning of the notebook you have a place to keep your key, but I usually don't use it anymore because it's been so many years bullet journaling. And then you can write your name, and after that you have a few pages to keep your table of content or index. With this bullet journal comes a very handy divider with horizontal and vertical divisions, so I don't need to set up any grid spacing guide and we can start directly with the setup. By the way, I'm an ambassador with Scribbles That Matter, so you can use my code Filo10 to save on your order and support this channel. I just received my last order from Notebook Therapy, which included the junk journal bundle, and I'm just obsessed with this paper, so I decided to use it for my whole setup. As always, I leave all the links to everything I've used in this video down below in the description, along with all my discount codes. Here I'm using a stencil to write the year 2024, which sounds totally futuristic to me, but I guess I probably say that every year. So beforehand I figured out the spacing between the numbers. That's what you saw me doing with the pencil at first. Then I'm ripping the paper because I love the look of ripped paper. And then I'm filling up the numbers with a fine liner because it's darker, less streaky and more opaque than with a brush pen. It takes a little bit longer, but I'm also less likely to go over the lines. And other than that, this setup is really minimalist and pretty quick. On the left page, I like to write a summary of the previous year with important things that happened or goals that I reached. Now I'm pasting the paper as is, it's its original size, I didn't cut anything. And I feel like this paper is already a theme in itself with its sepia tone and all the plants. To paste my header right in the middle, I don't need any ruler because this notebook already has horizontal and vertical middle marks on every page. And look at that, it's so simple, but I feel like you could already call it a day. But I wanted this page to be also functional, so I'm adding my goals for the year. For now, I only have 3 goals in mind, but I'm keeping space for a 4th one, because I'm pretty sure something will come up, as every year. If you also give yourself goals or challenges, I would love to read about them in the comments. This year, mine are all about consistency, about working out and painting and reading. Other years, I've been more ambitious with 3 sets of goals, like long-term goals, middle-term goals and short-term goals. But this year I feel like it's more important for me to be consistent, and with work and YouTube videos I feel like it's already enough for me. Here I'm adding a quote also from the junk journal bundle from Notebook Therapy, and it's like a mantra for the year that reads, "Find your inner peace," and little clusters of stars for the final touch. Now I just need to actually write my goals, and that's it for the cover page. In the bundle you have 2 pages of every design, so I have 1 page left for the remaining spreads of the setup. So I cut 2 stripes for the header of this spread, which will be the future log. If you don't know what a future log is, it's basically a spread where you have your calendar for the year and you can write future tasks, events, birthdays and so on, so that every month when you set up your monthly calendar or your weeklies, you can refer to this page and make sure you don't miss anything. Using the same stencil, this time I'm using the smaller font and tracing my header again. And of course, I'm ripping the paper and filling in the numbers just like before. For the first part of the header, I'm using my trusted stamps. Here I didn't sketch anything beforehand, so it's probably not very well aligned, but it's part of its charm. Now with the monthly calendars, I think that I can still fit up to 6 months in this notebook, so I'm just setting up my future log till June, but you could do another spread with the other half of the year. And here I chose a color combo with pretty neutral tones, so that hopefully I don't grow tired of it along the year. And I'm stamping the header for each month. And last year I wrote all the mini calendars by hand, which I'm proud of because I don't think I messed up any date. But this time around I decided to go with my stamps. It's way quicker and also reduces a lot the probability of messing up the dates. You just have to make sure that you take the right mini calendar with the first day starting on the correct day of the week, if that makes sense. But still I managed to mess it up a bit. I mean, it's not very important, but did you see it? Every month has a 31st. Well, who's surprised? I'll have to write it out somehow before taking pictures. But of everything that could have gone wrong, I think that's the least bothering. Anyway, here I'm highlighting every other line with a beige brush pen, and there I'll be writing all the events that I need to refer to during the year, so mostly birthdays, holidays, and future appointments. And I'll also keep track of my socials on this spread, so YouTube and Instagram, but I also have a Goodreads account and a Storygraph account if you want to follow me there. Finally, I'm pasting more paper at the bottom of the page, and here I'll put 2 more quotes or mantras. So for the first one, I chose express gratitude because that's something that I would like to work on this year. And the second one is whatever you are, be a good one, because I believe in trying your best, whatever you do, and putting your whole heart into it. To me, those are spreads that I'll be seeing at least once a month, so I need them to be dynamic. I want to be able to add or change goals, but they're also a reference, not only for my mini calendars and all the dates I need, but also for what I thought I needed at the start of the year, what I wanted to work on, so it reflects a whole state of mind. Here I'm highlighting all the holidays. Those are Spanish holidays, we have 14 of them each year. And underneath I'm writing the name of the holidays, birthdays, events, deadlines or appointments. So there are probably 100 spreads you can make in your yearly setup. By the way, those are called collections, but I would advise on making as few as possible because you can always create spreads on the go, and it's best to have a few spreads that you're really using and that really answer your needs, rather than a lot of empty spreads that are kind of frustrating and maybe discourage you to bullet journal. So personally, since this will be my 6th year bullet journaling, I know that the only 2 spreads I'm using as collections during the whole year are my collapse tracker and my health tracker. So I know that the collapse tracker is pretty specific to content creators, and it's a simple table where I keep track of the brands that contact me or I contact with, the deliverables, that means what they expect me to do for a compensation, set compensation, and when I receive the product, and when I post the content. My health tracker is very useful when I have a visit to the doctor, because sometimes they need to know the frequency of symptoms or if they coincide with other symptoms. So here it's just a table with a line for each day of the month and 4 columns for each month. And here I even have the right number of days for each month. And it's pretty straightforward. Then you choose a color for each symptom you want to track, and then you just have to fill the table. And personally, I usually take a picture before going to the doctor so that I can answer any question. And it's already time for the flip through of this 2024 bullet journal setup. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe get some inspiration for your own bullet journal. Don't forget to leave your goals or mantras for the year in the comment section with this emoji, and feel free to ask me anything you want about bullet journaling. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next one. And until then, enjoy planning!